Hey guys, so I'm on the Paladin and I've just been doing some farming. I came here, I'm looking for the recipe for the golden scale boots for my warrior. I'm trying to collect all these recipes so I can make the items and just get them a whole fresh new set of gear for level 36. And these boots are really good. The honor boots are close to as good, but I think these are going to be better because they're going to have a random enchant added on to them. So it's going to be 8 strength, 8 stamina, 8 armor pen after it's all upgraded, plus the enchant. And what I've found out is that this is a hard recipe to come by. I haven't seen it in the auction house at all. I've looked quite a few times, and I've looked online. For some reason, there's like, I'll just show you real quick. When I click Open Ascension Database to enter whatever, I'll show you. This is what I get. So their Ascension database is not working right now. Either they've intentionally disabled it and they've made it unavailable, or there's just something going wrong. But anyways, I'm a little bit stuck, it feels like, with I don't want to play my warrior right now because I'm enjoying him a whole lot, and I want to get the best gear he can have while he's this level. He's level 36, so he's at the top levels, the top 3 more levels for that bracket. And I haven't been playing this guy Rubius in the battlegrounds because he felt kind of weak. I got this sword and it hits extremely hard. My other sword, my faster hitting one, seemed like it might even be better. It hits faster and it has the proc for 167 more damage. And this does not have that. So that might be pretty significant. I did switch my talents to the Templar's Verdict, my Mystic enchants. I'll show you what they are. Holy Templar. I like this ability a whole lot. We got this to go along with it. And we got the improved exorcism. I've been farming this area because these mages are supposed to drop the recipe. It's like a 0.02% chance to drop, but you know, I would think that the drop rates are a little bit higher on this server. I mean, of course they are. I don't understand the drop rates though, because when I first got here, I killed the first mage that I killed. It dropped a recipe, and I'll show you the recipe. This Wicked Mithril Blade, first kill, he dropped the recipe. And I have a theory, and the theory is this: if you go to a new area where no one has been there and killed the mobs for an extended period of time, the drop rates are multiplied significantly. That's what it seems like. I've experienced this. I feel like I experience it all the time, where I'll go to a new place and the first mob I kill drops 2 items, or one or two items. I'd kind of like to prove it if I can. Maybe we can. I don't know if it's mob specific, like the mob, or if it's the area. I don't know. But yeah, I've been farming. There's a lot of stuff to mine out here. I didn't realize. I buy all my mats from the auction house because I'm kind of just staying in Orgrimmar, doing battlegrounds. But man, there's something. Oh, okay, here it is. I was gonna say it's up there. It's right here. I'll kill one of those birds, and then I want to talk about my talents a little bit. My mystic enchants. So let's see. I think this bird probably has not been killed in at least an hour. We'll see what he drops. Nothing. So I don't know, guys. I still think that's what's happening. I don't know what is happening exactly. It just really seems like when I go to a new area, the first mobs that I kill, it seems like the drop rates are higher than normal. And then, after I've been there for a while, it seems like the drop rates go down. Wow. Huh. That's pretty cool. I'll have to just sell it to the vendor on this guy, but that's pretty cool. There's a helmet you can get over here. There's two epic items. There's two helmets in this place. There's the Rage Scorn Circlet, and there is the Cowl of the Stone Summoner. I've mentioned that I want to try a Holy Offensive Paladin, and this is the helmet I think I'll use. And it is right over there. I'll show you on the mini-map. Let's see. There it is, right down here. So if you can see my cursor, let me do this for you guys. Move my picture out of the way. And we're being attacked. There's been a few people out here. See, now he's just dropping gold. It's copper. Go up here, go all the way in the back corner. Right here. And the other helmet, I'm not going to run there, but it's right there. And I think there is like some sort of crypt looking area that you go inside. I don't remember exactly. But anyways, back to the talents, my mystic enchants. I think I actually like the Twist of Faith better. I wasn't sure about it, especially switching to a really hard hitting weapon. It seemed like the Templar's Verdict was just going to be really good to have. We do get the heal, Word of Glory, and at first I felt like it was too weak to justify being worth much, but when you have that combined with Art of War, you get 2 instant heals. They're small, but they're frequent, and you put on Seal of Light along with Judgment of Light, and with a one-hander like my Flurry Axe, you're getting healed like crazy. And I even put the Crusader on there. So I think that's awesome. Okay, so let's say, you know, we're not doing the Holy Templar, we're doing the Twist of Faith. Still really good heals because you kind of need Seal of Wisdom. And I may need to set up a second macro for sustain, because you with the Twist of Faith, you can have two seals on at the same time. So you can have Seal of Wisdom and Seal of Light. And then you can use Judgment of Light or Judgment of Wisdom, whichever you prefer in that current circumstance you're in. And I really like it a lot. It seems really cool. We've got the Crusader. It seems to add like 20 damage on to my my attacks. And with the Twist of Faith, the damage is just more consistent. When I do the Holy Templar, it is probably better burst, but you don't get to use it as often. And I thought Holy Templar's Verdict would be better with a really hard-hitting two-hander, because the burst would just be extremely high, but it's kind of feels like two things that are a little bit inconsistent, that are just a little bit less frequent. You're already attacking less, and then the Holy Templar, the Templar's Verdict, you don't get to use it all the time. There's fights that go on where you did not get to use it at all. So the Twist of Faith, you use both seals, and both of them end up, like the total overall damage for that target on me right now ends up being about 700 from each judgment. So that's equivalent to one hit or two hits of the Holy Templar. It also gives you more adaptability, because you can be using your two-hander, your heavy two-hander. Let's say you get low health, low mana, switch to the shield and flurry axe, hopefully a fast-hitting weapon that you have, and switch judgments. Switch seals. Switch to Seal of Light and Seal of Wisdom if you need mana. But let's keep this just a little shorter video. That's where I'm at and what I'm doing. I have not been making a lot of Battleground videos because I've been trying to gather things up, and my little mage that I made is not high enough level yet for the Battlegrounds, and he'll be there soon. But thanks for watching the video, guys. I think I actually may play a Battleground with Rubius now with the Twist of Faith. I want to go back in there. I want to make another macro and then go back in there. So watch, we'll check out my damage per second and my just the damage meter. So I was a bit slow on activating the second seal, but look at this, Seal of Corruption, 752, which blood corruption must be the bleed. I don't know, but that's even more damage from the same seal. Look at all these, 752, 363, 200. That is a lot. And you have the Judgment. So the Judgment, if you have two seals active and you use the Judgment, doesn't it unleash both seals? I think so. So let's test it out. We're activating our other one. We've got both seals active. And it does. Blood Corruption. And Heart of the Crusader. Judgment of Light. Huh. Maybe not. No, it does. Heart of the Crusader is this one. Seal of Command. So that's pretty significant. And Seal of Command, you're able to deal damage to 2 additional people. And that's cool. So you can have you can decide which one you want to stay on more. I like the Seal of Corruption, so I like to start, if I can set it up that way, I like to have Seal of Command already active, so that way when I jump into combat, I use my seal. It's not doing it now because it's switched, but I use my seal and it puts on Seal of Corruption. I can try to get my stacks up 5 stacks. So I'll try to give you a better example on this guy. So I've got, this is how I prefer it. I've got Seal of Command. Let's attack this guy. Now Seal of Corruption is on, Judgment for both seals, and try to build my stacks. I'm at 3. And we did not get him up to 5 stacks because he died. But in PvP, you will get them up to 5 stacks. And you can leave it on there because of the 33% weapon damage. Or you can switch back to keep both seals active. That might be ideal, to just keep both seals active. That might be best. But I don't know. Let's check out these stolen goods real quick. Cool. Sell to the vendor. So the past 30 minutes or so that I've been here, I've gotten very little loot from these guys. Not very much at all. So, anyways guys, I know this is kind of a random video with not really any focused topic, but I hope you enjoyed the video. It's a bit of an update and just sharing the information I've found while I've been here about the area, the mobs, and briefly talk about, maybe not so brief, talk about my Mystic enchants and my Paladin. I think I'm going to try Battleground, so thanks for watching guys. I'll talk to you in the next one. Bye.